Capcom.
Capcom, fighting, like 2-2. Battle of the strong, survival of the fit. Take your best shot, hope you don't miss. Yeah, come on, everybody come alive real quick. Battle of the strong, survival of the fit. Take your best shot, hope you don't miss.
Kaboom when I step in the room. Better get up out my way because you know how I do. In my groove, and you know.
Alright, so this one is just for fun for probably about 45 to about 50 minutes. Yeah, about 45 minutes. That's all I got for today. I'm gonna get in a couple of fights, mostly. Um, Mostly online, just for fun. Um, the thing is about this game is I could play this game over. See, this is why I have these games in my top 10, or should I say SNK 2 in my top 10, and Rival Schools is in my like top 20 or top 30. Um, because these are games that you could play over and over again. They're not like dramatic long stories, like some RPG stories. There's no story attached to it, and the story that are attached to it are attached to the arcade version of it, which aren't very long. So you could literally play them anytime, whenever you want, however you want, feel like. There's no real part to them, because when you fight in story mode, it's typically most of the story modes in fight games don't last beyond 1 hour. So by the time you finish fighting in a story mode of any fight game, you already finished the game. So fight games are typically more about fighting than anything else. That's why I kind of like fighting games a lot more than other regular games, because you could get them, they're one and done. You could get them done in a short period of time. Same as cinematic games, but more entertaining than cinematic games. Yeah, but even at the end of the day, I prefer a story, an exploration game with a deep story. Fighting games will never be my number one in anything, simply because it's mostly about fighting. Same as race car driving, or same as a soccer game, or same as a golf game or a fishing game. Those games will never be the number one of anything, because they're typically only lens focus on one type of individual thing, whereas dramatic story games are focused on many things compiled into one thing. So yeah, but sometimes you just want that one thing. So without further ado, I'm going to continue my one thing. And the best part about this is I'm probably going to keep playing this all the way up until December 2025. Maybe even into December, into January, February of 2026. But it's going to be random when I air it, because come June, I'll play a different game. But every now and again, I guarantee you this is going to pop up. This and Marvel vs. Capcom, they're going to keep popping up, because there are games that you simply go to when you don't want to play a long story. So yeah, these games are going to be played for, like, now that I know it's been released, there's no stopping me. This is going to just keep going on and on and on. Every now and again, this game is going to be popping up. June, July, August, September, doesn't matter. The moment they decided to release this collection, it was, all hands on deck. There is no, okay, let's move on to the next game. That's for, you know, for people who aren't truly into games. Like if you're truly into something, you go back to it over and over again. Like come this November, it's back to Bloodborne all over again. Why? Because it's my #1 game. So unlike, I don't know, streamers who just stream for money because that's their own thing. You know, I play games because I like it, and I don't mind playing the game all over again and over again and over again like I do Bloodborne. Hell, come maybe September. Well, September, October. Yeah, September, October, I'm going to be super busy with school. So, July. In July, if I'm not finished Doom Eternal in July. Yeah. Yeah, if I'm not finished Doom Eternal in July. And September, October are super busy with school. Come December, it's probably going to be Witcher 3. In fact, there's no probably about it. It probably is. It definitely is Witcher 3. I already beat that game, but once again, there are certain games you keep going back to, and Witcher 3 is obviously a game I keep going back to. Just like Bloodborne. The top 10 gold standard games with that gold medal, win the race, head of the race, are always going to be games that you constantly go back to over and over again. Project Justice, SNK 2, these are games you just keep going back to. They will always be in the top 10 of games. In fighting arena games, it will always be Tekken, and it will always be Mortal Kombat, and it will always be Virtua Fighter, and it will always be Street Fighter, and it will always be like Capcom versus SNK, or Capcom versus something, you know, or Street Fighter versus a different genre. And then in the lower tier, after the top 10 is done, we have games that you just do for fun, like Power Stones and Project Justice. You know, so that's why I have those games in my top 20, top 30. So yeah. But I'm gonna try today Power Stones and Street Fighter Alpha. I only have like 45 minutes, probably talk about 5 minutes already. But that's what I'm doing for the month of June, and July is Doom Eternal. And September, October is obviously school month. And come December, booyah, Witcher 3. I play games over and over, certain games over and over. Like come 2026 in February or January, Return of the Uber Din all over again. Like I don't mind replaying certain games, not at all. Why? Because they're good. People who play games for money, like sub to my channel, sub party, sub whatever the hell they do, but like they don't go back to games, certain games over and over again because they don't give a shit. It's not, they don't create their channel for that stuff, which is fine and dandy, but they always use the word I love this, I love that, I love games, I love movies, you know, I love sports. Man, if you love something, you always go back to it over and over again. And if they don't do that, then they don't love shit. Okay, nobody's playing Power Stones. Not gonna wait around. Are they playing SNK 2? Rival Schools? Probably. But I do understand if people don't play this game. They don't like playing fighting games because fighting games are just about fighting. Oh, SNK 2? Okay. Oh shit. Let me put on my... I don't know who I'm fighting against, but I'm gonna bring my boy Kyo in this bitch. You're like, fuck it. That's the one thing I like about fighting games. Like, there's no fucking around. You just go in. Maybe that's the reason why certain people don't like fighting games.
Live and let die.
Because they hate like being in competition, or they hate fighting. I love fucking competition. Not saying I like fighting, because that'll be kind of weird if I actually like fighting in real life and in games. Be like, but I just like competition, even art competitions. Get wrecked, motherfucker! Okay. This person likes jumping in the air.
Hey, come on! Live and let die. Fight!
Ooh, shit! I remember she was nasty back in the days. Athena is nasty.
Live and let die.
Huh? I didn't pick no Mai. Huh? What the fuck? Andy Bogardo. Alright, fuck it. Watch. Once he start to win a lot, he's just like, oh, screw it. I'm gonna quit. This guy doesn't know how to fight. Okay, so this guy clearly likes to use powers. So I'm gonna do the same thing. That's why I don't like certain characters. I don't like using them, because you just could cheese with them. Why does he keep picking fucking Mai? Oh my god. Unless I clearly can't tell the difference between Mai and... Ah, god.
This battle is about to explode.
Great. Freaking Mai. I don't... it doesn't matter.
It's about to explode.
God damn it. Well, at least she almost died.
Live and let die. Fight! Wow, they came out with a attack at the start of the round. This battle is about to explode. Fight!
Oh, I forgot C Groove, you can't do the Senpuka too. He does the Muata.
Just look at the expressions on their faces.
God damn it. This time, can you please pick... What time is it?
This is the first dream event of the 21st century.
Picking A Groove.
I knew that groove was in your heart.
Okay. That's Mai. Where is he? Sakura. Keep picking a Tina, because all she does is cycle wall. Let's see, who should I pick? Iori? Screw it.
Oh man, are you ready for this? This tournament is held under the free ratio system. Keep rocking, baby.
What the hell? Oh, she picked a random. Getting confident, so I pick
This is gonna
random.
be a match to remember. Fight! Wow, they came out with a deep surprise attack.
What bullshit is that? That's some bullshit. Since when does her powers like outdo mines?
Match to remember. Fight!
There you go. You're lucky I'm not on my fight controller.
About to explode. Fight!
Psycho Ball, Psycho Ball, Psycho Ball, Psycho Ball. That's all. See, this is why I'm not gonna play. I don't like playing characters like this. All they do is the same shit all over again. Psycho Ball, Psycho Ball, Psycho Ball. The same for people like Ken and Brayu. All they do is Hadouken, 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 Hadouken. Like, I hate characters like this. People that you play these characters. They don't want to fight. All they want to do is stand back and use powers. I mean,
Oh man, are you ready for this?
I haven't used him in a while.
Keep rocking, baby. This is gonna be a match to remember. Fight!
Like, look at that shit. Be like, is there something wrong with this? I think there's something wrong. Her powers is like hit so hard. It don't make sense. It's like something doesn't make sense. Like, you see what I mean? She's doing average attacks and average punches, and the powers that the person is using is taking more out of anything that. But like, look at that shit. I'm jumping up and doing counters in the air too. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's some shit that's going on here that doesn't seem to make sense. Like, it doesn't make sense. Her Psycho Ball is hitting harder than usual. Be like, wait a minute, what the fuck is going on? Be like, no, fuck out of here, man. I know this character. I've played with her before, and people who usually use her because they know that her Psycho Ball hits hard as hell. And the moment you use Psycho Ball and you try to jump over Psycho Ball, they jump at you in the air. Be like, that's why I hardly ever use that character, because I know people just cheese with Psycho Ball. All they do is Psycho Ball.
Here comes a new challenger. You must crush
Alright,
them.
let's go. SNK2, let me guess, it's the same guy. If it's the same guy, then I'm calling it a day. If it's the same guy.
This is the first dream event of the 21st century. Great! I knew that groove was in your heart. Fighting 2001. What an incredible cast of warriors has gathered here. However, only one team shall be crowned the champion of the Video Fighting 2001. But the road... Oh man, are you ready for this?
Doesn't seem to be the same characters, but who knows? Wait, what the fuck? Oh. So I'm on the left side?
Keep rocking, baby.
Now, how does that work? I thought if you're waiting, you're on one side. But like, what the hell? And where did... And I don't remember picking Vega. What the hell? I don't know how to play Vega. I don't know how to play Vega. Don't know how to play Vega. Oh, maybe because I was on the other side, that's the reason why.
This is gonna be a match to remember. Fight!
Oh, is that right? You see what I mean when you're fighting certain characters? All they ever do is powers. See, look at it. They're not trying to fight. All they want to do is just powers. God damn. Wish I had my power controller.
This is gonna be a match to remember. Fight!
Oh shit. I think that's the technique he used against Krauser in the movie. Okay, what time is it? Why does everyone want to play SNK? What the fuck? Well, obviously.
This is the first dream event of the 21st. Great! I knew that groove was in your heart.
Alright, fine. If everyone wants to cheat with powers, I'm gonna do the same thing too. I'm gonna pick nothing but people with powers.
Oh man, are you ready for this? This tournament is held under the free ratio system. Keep rocking, baby.
The thing is, this is PlayStation, regular PlayStation controller, which is not really made for fighting. So it's kind of messed up. Cool kid. Cool kid.
This is gonna be a match to remember. Fight!
He was just waiting for that one. They're like, I'll wait till he's come down. Chop.
This battle is about to explode. Fight!
What kind of bullshit is that? That's some serious bullshit. That is some serious bullshit right there. Because while he was in the corner getting up, I was already doing the hits. I was literally doing the hits while he was getting up. And yet he's managed to get up directly and hit me while I was doing the hits. Like, I didn't even wait for him to get up. And he already did his hits while he was getting up. It don't make any fucking sense. Like, literally, I was hitting the buttons while he was getting up. Like for real, my dude. Kimkoff won. You picked Kimkoff won. Alright, after this I'll try a different one. I'll try Street Fighter. But then again, Some serious bullshit going on here.
This is gonna be a match to remember. Fight!
At least this guy wants to fight. Okay, so this guy actually knows what he's doing. He rolls into, or rolls out of an attack that would have killed him.
Live and let die. Fight!
What kind of bullshit is that? I've never seen that shit before. So you're telling me when two people do their power attack, the second guy that does the attack gets the power off? Like, how the fuck does that work? Yeah, that definitely was luck. That last one definitely was luck. No fucking way. That last one definitely was luck. No way in hell. That does not work. And if that works, we're like, who thought up that idea? The last guy that gets the power off is the one that actually gets the hit. Who thought that's a good idea? So if let's say he throws me or he kicks me to the ground, then he gets off his power attack while he's kicking me to the ground. If I do a combo to get a superpower off, are you telling me because I came in second with using my powers, I'm going to get the hit off before the guy that actually did the power for his super off first? Like, how the fuck does that work? I'm seriously pissed off with regards to that. Like, say if Goki was to do his ultimate move, if I was to do power shuriken upwards, a super power shuriken upwards, does that mean he gets the connect even though I clearly am the person that did the connect first? Is that how that works? Is that a counter attack? I mean, I've played this game for a while, but I've never seen something with regards to power cancellation with another power. Like, I know there's cancellation of a move and interruptions, but I've never seen actually power cancellation using another power. It's usually someone who gets the power off first is the person that gets the attack on the person first, not the guy who does the power after you do your power towards them, which should have gotten the connection. You're like, yo, sometimes this is one of the reasons sometimes I don't like playing fighting games, because I'm like, what the fuck, man? That should have hit him, not his who did the power attack afterwards hit him. But like, wait, so is this like a movie situation? Like, if Krauser does his super blitzball attack and Terry does his power geiger, are you telling me power geiger is going to go straight to the blitzball attack because he did it directly after? Is that how powers work? You know, the guy who gets the power off the second is the one that actually gets the connect. Like, what the fuck, man? That shit should not be a thing. It should be like, hey, I get the power off first before you were able to do your powers, so I should be the person who's actually winning, or at least get that connect. But he did a full power cancellation. So there are two things with regards to fighting games I don't like. One, people who constantly use the same ability, like Hadouken, Hadouken, Hadouken.
A solid beginning may lead to a perfect ending. Go for it.
Or those who just like,
Hey now, watch your step.
or should I say the people who made the game, who make certain abilities, or certain combos, or certain passives part of the whole game that doesn't really make sense. What the hell? Where am I? What the? Okay, there. Come on. Player 1 is just going ham. Where am I? What the fuck? Okay, I can't see. What a cheating ass motherfucker. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, there's certain people in video games who don't like to play. Who don't like to fight, who don't like to play, they just like to cheese and do something. Look at him, cheesing the whole fucking time, just keep getting inside of the machine. Unbelievable. Like, instead of fighting, they want to stay and use the freaking... What? Okay. There's another thing. See what I'm saying again? It doesn't really make sense at all. I get the power off first. I should have literally hit this character. But it didn't want to hit the character. I was spinning around the character, the main player, and it didn't hit him at all. But his power was able to hit me. There's some shit that just doesn't make sense in fighting video games. You got the cheaters who will always use the same attack. Then they got the system of the game that doesn't make sense because the people who made the game.
Let the battle begin. Go! Oh no! Oh no! Powerful! Powerful! Oh no! Powerful! Powerful, powerful. Powerful.
What the hell? It's hard to see where you're going with this damn game.
I don't believe this. It's an alien. Powerful.
You're not getting that one, you bastard! You're not getting that one, you bastard! He was desperately trying to get that last one. You see, and then there's people like this. They lose once and then they quit. So there's three problems with fighting video games that I've noticed. Like three very realistic and significant problems with fighting video games. One, the people who make the fighting video games kind of make certain aspects of the fighting video games with regards to passives and actives stupid. Like, if you get off a power, a superpower, for some reason another power can cancel out that power. Now, if it's not part of the mechanics, then it's a glitch or a fault, like most of the games back in the days. Two, there are people who always cheese and constantly cheese. They stay back, they cheese, they stay back, they cheese. You know, they Hadouken or Hashoken or Rippuken or whatever it is. And then there's others who just use the same methods over and over and over again. Obviously they use it because it's effective and it makes them win. But they're unwilling to fight in a fighting game. It's called a fighting game. You're supposed to be fighting. If you're cheesing with powers, you're not fighting. You're just using powers. It's like real world fighting. If you're doing grappling in something that's called the Ultimate Fighting competition, like UFC, and you're doing mostly grapples to win all your competition, then you're not really fighting, because fighting entails that your two opponents are combating each other in order to beat each other in a competition. Like, if you're holding someone down, is that really a fight? Like, if I'm submitting someone, okay, a submission of a person who's trying to hit you is a fight, but you're just holding them down. You're not really fighting them. You know, the same is in soccer. Like, if you're kicking a ball in soccer and it's a competition in soccer and you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, that's fine and everything. But if all you're doing is going across the, or should I say going around, using the same methods of going around, kicking the ball around to the edges and then going in towards where the goalie is, repeating that same thing over and over again, eventually it becomes predictable and an annoyance, because you know using that method is more likely to win rather than going straight down through the line, because there's always going to be someone there to interrupt you going straight down through the line. So you're reluctant to actually play the sport. You're just trying to get the goal and win. So it's a terrible thing when it comes to real world fighting games or any type of games or any type of anything that has to do with competition, where you're just trying to win. You don't really care how you win, which is fine, but it's not really fine, because if you don't care how you win in a sport that's specifically for fighting or for rugby or for whatever it is, and you're using the same method and all you want to do is win, instead of play the sport and using all aspects of the sport in the competition, then are you really playing that competition? Are you really fighting? Like, let's say you go for a couple of jabs and a couple of kicks in real sport, and then for remaining of the sports all you do is grapple. You know, grapple quick, that's the way to win. Grapple. Why? Because you just use your weight of your body to submit the enemy. Is that really fighting? That's why I never really respect grapple within a fighting, in any type of real world fighting or even in games and stuff, because you know you cannot win against a person who have hands. Real world situation and video game. So you go for the easiest method to win. You've won, you've beat the person in the fight, but you're not really a fighter. So if you ever go into a competition and you use the same method, it's most likely that you win. But what happens if your opponent is stronger than you and the grapples don't work because the opponent is stronger than you? You then have to depend on the thing for which you don't usually use in order to beat the opponent, because your grapples don't work against them. They're good at grappling too. So now you get your ass kicked real world style or in video games, because your grappling is not working on the person who you know how to use grapple as well. So now you're getting beat up with fists and kicks because you've never practiced to actually master those things before. It's like doing Hadouken over and over again. If the person knows that you're going to be constantly doing Hadouken over and over and over again, they know how to counter it. But you never actually try to learn how to fight doing different powers or counters or cancellations. So then you get beaten. So yeah, those are the three problems with games. One, people who may develop the games do powers or certain things that doesn't make sense. Then there's those who cheese like crazy. And then there's glitches or lags. So the three main things, glitches or lags, or three main ones. Those are the three that I've noticed in fighting games. So what time is it now? I got one time for one more. Like, that dude was literally inside of the turret guns, shooting it the whole time, instead of getting out of the turret guns and actually fighting. I wonder, maybe that's the reason why a lot of women don't like to play fighting games. Because people just cheese and they get angry when they lose all the time because people are cheesing. Well, that's the reality of punks. They always pick the easiest method to win.
Let the battle begin. Oh no! Powerful!
hard to see yourself in a small 3D animal. I'm gonna revive them just to piss off like, my character, or piss off the other character.
I don't believe this. It's really powerful.
Okay, how much time I have? Okay, one more. There's basically three of them, three main reasons. But sometimes there's probably 4 or 5, but there's typically 3 main reasons. Like the 4th reason is not really a reason. Like if someone gets pissed off because you beat their ass, that's not really a reason why the game is poor. They're just upset because they're upset. Get up. No more Muay Thai. What? A fireball from the sky hit me and killed me. Oh, okay, I gotta go. Yeah, so there's 3 main things with regards to fighting games that has always been around. 1, you got the cheesers. 2, you got the people who make the fighting video games that all make certain things that make sense. And then there's the glitches and stuff and lags, but those things rarely happen. And then of course you always have the fourth or the 5th, and the 4th usually are people who are like punks. Well, like they beat you so many times, and then the moment you start beating them, they just rage quit. Yeah, and then of course there's the 5th reason, which is probably the most obvious of all the other reasons, You have the toxic people who just play the fighting games just to, you know, to mess with people, you know, just to beat up on people or to mess with people or just to laugh at people and stuff like that. So, and in those situations, you rage quit or stuff because they're playing it for the same reasons why the punks are playing it. You know, they want to win a lot, but then you beat them, then they rage quit. Whereas the reverse is that. So there's typically like 5 reasons why a lot of people don't like to play fighting games. Most of the time it's not about glitches and bugs or lags. It's usually always about something that has to do with either the player or the people who make the mechanic of the games. Like in Virtua Fighter, the time delays with regards to counters takes for fucking ever. And the same thing with Tekken. You're like, Tekken, you could like literally get off an attack and then you're wondering what the hell is happening. Why can't I get off my attack fast enough? The same thing with old school fighting games. Sometimes you could be like literally getting off an attack, like I got off an attack using one of my characters in SNK 2 just now, while the guy was recovering from the ground, and while I was doing the attack he managed to do an uppercut. But like while I'm like, imagine you doing punches and kicks while he's recovering from the ground. You can't hit them when they're recovering from the ground. So, but the moment they recover and they do an uppercut, they're able to hit you. So that's why I kept pressing the button over and over and over again, because I know you can't hit them when they're recovering from the ground, because that's a mechanic. So it's basically saying the processor chip basically saying for the characters, whoever pushes this button first, or whoever hit that button first, or whoever command I receive first with regards to a hit, is the person who gets the hit first. I don't care who's hitting the button constantly at the moment. I just care who I receive a registration first with regards to a hit is the person who gets the hit first. So it doesn't matter that I was swinging constantly while he was recovering, and even if I didn't hit him in the recovery stage, I was hitting it constantly in order to get off that hit first before he does. But the CPU basically say, no, I'm going to give it to this person no matter how many times you were pressing that button. So those are the issues that you have with fighting games. Who the CPU decides to give first with regards to an attack. Like, those old games used to be that way all the time. But who knows, maybe just me misinterpreting certain things, but I doubt it. I definitely don't misinterpret people who rage quit, people who just play fighting games to like bully people and stuff. But yeah, it was pretty fun. What time is it? Yeah. Actually, let me see. Is anyone... I doubt anyone's playing Street Fighter Alpha and Plasma Sword. Yeah, I'll probably play these two tomorrow. Or these two tomorrow. If I'm able to play them tomorrow. If I can't play them tomorrow, I'll probably play them on Monday. Alright. Yeah, so June and July is Doom Eternal. And of course, November leading into December and all of December is Witcher 3. Because September and October is definitely school time. Which means September and October, specifically September and October, is going to be mostly Warframe content, no other games. And of course for animes, the next anime is going to be presented in June, late June. None for May. Yeah, so that's it.